Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Mark Johnson, the Running Map, the Money Member, Active Dad. How you guys doing today? Just got in, had a really busy day, and yeah, just got in from track. I run track with my older kids. They run track too, and I'm an athlete, so I'm a Masters athlete. So there's a organization called the Masters in Toronto, GTA, Ontario, and across Canada, and it's for athletes that are track and field athletes that are 35 years old and older. So you compete against your age group. So 35 to 39 compete, 40 to 44 compete, 45 to 49 compete, 50 to 54 compete, all the way up to about 100. There actually are runners that run in their 80s and 90s and compete. They actually do long jump, hurdles, field events. If they can pick up the ball, if they can throw the javelin, they'll do it and they compete. And it's actually a national sport across Canada. Like I went to nationals last year in Laval, Montreal, and we faced people from BC. We faced people from all over Canada. So yeah, I'm a track and field athlete. I still run, jump, and do field events at my age, 43. And it's great for my health, and it also keeps me motivated to stay with my kids, and they can stay with me. And I'm like, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm not going to practice by myself. I go with them. I do longer and harder stuff, and they do shorter stuff because for their age group and their times and everything, the coach trains us all. So it's pretty cool. It's a good father and daughter and son thing that we do together, which is very important when you are a parent. Try and find things that your kids are happy about and energetic about and want to do, and try and see if you can do it with them. If you can't do it with them, at least you can take them to their practices, or you can take them to their events, or you can take them to whatever they're doing, piano lessons, gymnastics, volleyball, whatever it is. And you can encourage them and use up that energy, because every child has energy. Remember when we were younger, we used to go out all the time and go to the park, and we used to go out for hours, and our parents would just, I guess our parents didn't care, or they'd be like, you know what, she's coming home, so nothing's going to happen to her or him. And we used to go out for hours and play around, ride bikes, play tag, go to like the next neighborhood. You know how far we used to go sometimes? Remember how far you used to go from your house? If your parents knew how far you used to leave your house and go out, they'd be like, oh my gosh. But again, we had a lot of energy when we were younger, so our children nowadays have a lot of energy, and you need to use that energy. Like having them sit on the tablet, on the computer, and watch TV all day, you're not using that energy. It's pretty kind of a waste, right? Because if your kid has all that energy and they could use it for like sports, or they could use that for other things, wouldn't you want to make them use that energy up? Because what's the point of them just burning out in the house? And so our kids are athletes, thank God. I was an athlete too when I was younger. But again, back in the day, parents just were on the survival mode. They weren't necessarily on the sports mode. Like if you were huge and tall and they knew that you're really good at basketball, it's kind of like you had to push yourself. Or a coach at the school had to push you to use up that energy and use up that talent, that you could say, oh, I can get a scholarship for this. I can actually go to the States for this. Because a lot of times when we were younger, we didn't know anything about going to the States and getting scholarships and using up that energy to benefit ourselves, right? Like I believe that God gives us talent and energy and skill for our benefit. It's just that we got to know how to harness that and how to use it. So like I said before, I'm an athlete. My kids are athletes. And so we train at York University. And they have a really nice track there. It's a 200-meter indoor track. And I've been running there for years. And now my kids are running there for a couple of years now too. So they're getting used to the indoor track. It has banks on each side. It's a pretty cool track. It's hard to run sometimes around those corners, especially in lane 4 or 5. But you get the job done depending on what lane you get picked to compete in. And so, yeah, that was my day just with the track running, the practice. I have a race coming up very soon. Wish me well. I have a 600 meter at my age. I'm trying to run 1 minute and 34 seconds. We'll see what I can do this weekend. And yeah, that's my goal, 134. I haven't ran that fast in a long time, but I've been training, so my body's strong enough, it's fit enough. I just got to push myself. And if I get a good split at 400 meters, I should be able to run my time. So wish me luck. And so, yeah, that's what I got going on with the running. Earlier in the day, We ended up taking care of some business, going to the cafe, doing what I got to do. You guys know I got a cafe in Barrie, me and my wife. It's called Patty and Pop Cafe, where we serve Jamaican cuisine and Canadian cuisine. And so come on by 121 Wellington Street in Barrie West. Come see us. Suite 104. We're on the first floor, close to the Life Labs. That's where we're at. So again, like, I'm sharing my life. I'm sharing my experience with you guys. If you guys like this material that I'm sharing with you, send it to somebody you know. Also subscribe to my page. Like the page, give me that notification so I'll know that you guys love what I'm sharing with you guys. And yeah, ended up restocking some of the food and stuff at the shop, because whenever you have a cafe or a restaurant, you're constantly doing a restock. Again, all that banging, those are the kids upstairs, about to go to bed. But again, you guys know I got 4 children, or we got 4 children, and we've been married 12 years, so we have a lot of experience and stories to tell you guys. We're not experts, but definitely having 4 children, being married is a lot of work. Anybody telling you that it's not a lot of work is talking garbage. It's a ton of work. You constantly have to be praying and having patience and constantly have stuff going on, because there's never a dull moment with the family, and there's always something that comes up. Always an expense that comes up when you have a family of 6. And you just have to make sure that you keep doing what you got to do. Keep keeping that money coming in. Keep keeping that income coming in. Because definitely, just like a car burns gas, a family burns money. And so, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. So, again, you see that I did a nice shave a week ago, and it's already coming back, huh? So I might have to shape this up. If you guys don't like the hair, you can comment in the below there and tell me what you think. My hair grows back fast. You already see the beard's already coming back in again, and the hair on the top's already coming in. So, I did a little shave for the New Year's, and already, it's already been less than a week, and it's already coming back. But it's all good. I like it. I don't mind. You guys can all comment on the below if you like it too. Or you don't like it, that's okay too, But on my way to practice this afternoon, it started snowing. Like, that's what people don't understand. When you're north of Toronto, we get snow. And when you get rain, we get snow. And when you don't get rain and you don't get snow, we get snow. And so at the end of the day, on my way to practice, there was a whiteout on the highway. Like, it was completely white, but I had to push through. You got to do what you got to do. Get to practice safely and get home safely. Because even when I came back, more snow, which is fine. As long as you have good tires, your car's good on the road, and you kind of give yourself space around other cars, and you look ahead, you can drive in pretty much anything. I think a lot of people don't like saying this, but I believe it. I think the GTA drivers are the best drivers in the world, just because most of the time when you're going to work or you're going to the shopping mall, you're going anywhere around the city, it's at least an hour drive one way, anywhere in the city. And because of the traffic, time, whatever it is, it just takes you a long time. So if your mind's not on the road and you're not that alert on the road, you're going to be in an accident. And yes, we have accidents, but I believe that there'd be a lot more accidents on the road if people couldn't drive properly. And I think GTA drivers are the best on the road, just because if you're on the road for an hour, 2 hours at a time, 3 hours in a day, you have to be a good driver, or you're constantly going to be in the auto shop. You're constantly going to be buying new cars or repairing your car because you're constantly in an accident. So I'm believing that GTA drivers are the best. And yes, you have those rotten eggs. You have those people that are no good on the road. But I think if there were more not good drivers on the road, it'd be a hot mess, right? But I don't know. Comment below if you believe me or you don't believe me. But or you agree with me and you don't agree with me. I want to get some feedback from you guys, because I want to know if you guys like this content that I'm sharing with you. If you do, please share and like this page, subscribe to a page, and yeah, give me that notification so I know that you guys love what I'm sharing with you. And so, yeah, that was my day. Like I said, I got to practice in the snow, got the running done, came home, ate some food. That's my day usually, especially with a business and 9 to 5 and 4 children and a wife. There's constantly something going on. Something has to be going on every day. Like, even if I want to sleep in, there's no sleeping in. Any of you that think you get a lot of sleep when you have kids, it's garbage. You're not going to get a lot of sleep. When you have kids, say goodbye to your sleep. Like, when you're single, all those people that complain about how, they can't sleep and, they're not getting no sleep. Imagine when you have kids. That sleep is gone. gone. Like, it's just not gonna happen because you might want to sleep, but the baby's gonna wake you up. Or another kid's gonna say, Daddy, Mommy, I need this, I need that. Can you get this for me? Like, you're not gonna be able to sleep. The only time you get sleep is if there's a babysitter, the grandkids go to grandma and grandpa, you might get some sleep. You might get a break. But at the end of the day, when you have children, there's no break. And that's okay. That's life. That's the way it is. I know a lot of people, they end up getting married or they end up having children with somebody, and then they're like, they want to live the same life. It doesn't happen. A lot of times, I was watching this video yesterday, and this lady was talking about how she's a psychiatrist, I think, or a family doctor, or a family psychiatrist, and she's saying that yes, there's some people out there that get it and some people that don't get it. And what she was saying is that there's people that when they have children, they're thinking that they're going to be able to live the life they want to live, and they don't see that when they have a child, the life pretty much becomes around the child now because you're there to take care of that child. You can't expect the child's life to come around you because you're going to work. You're providing. You're doing different things, but definitely your life is definitely going to have to go around that child because that child is depending upon you, and it's not necessarily about you no more. It's about them. You are actually trying to live your life and taking care of them at the same time. There's no way their life can revolve around you because you're the adult, right? You're the one taking care of business. You're the one doing things. They're not the one doing things. They're the one going to school. They're the one eating. They're the one, living doing a kid's life. And they're depending upon you to take care of them. So anybody that's trying to live the single life while they have kids or single life while they're married, it won't happen. It won't work. It's going to fall apart. Because when you're married or you have kids or you're with somebody, it's not necessarily about you no more. There's a lot of sacrifices. There's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of ups and downs that you wouldn't have when you're single. So all those people out there that are single, cherish your singlehood because when you get married and you're a couple and you're in a relationship, it's totally different. You can't live the same way. Two become one, right? And it goes both ways. It goes for the man's side and the woman's side. It's like, it's not about you no more. It's actually you trying to build something with somebody. And it's not always about who gets the upper hand. It's more like, what are you building together? What are you working on together? What are you achieving together? It's a teamwork thing. It's not a one single thing, or it's not a my thing and your thing. It's more, what are we doing together? If it's about me within a relationship, it's a problem. It's gonna break up. It's gonna dissolve because at the end of the day, if it's about me, you don't need anybody. But when you're with somebody, you're like, okay, what are we doing together? What are we building together? What are we achieving together? This is a together thing. It's not like a sole proprietor, like a business. When you're a sole proprietor, you don't have to ask anybody for nothing. You just do what you got to do. But when you're in a partnership and you're in a corporation, you're working with a group of people or you're working with a partner to do something together. And it's not necessarily about me no more. It's about what are we doing, right? And that's just my experience and my story. I'm not a trained counselor, or I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist or anything like that. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just a man trying to survive in this world, and I'm working together with my wife, and I'm trying to be the best husband and father, man, priest of my house, businessman that I can be. And so that's just my story and my experiences that I'm sharing with you guys. So again, when you're together with somebody again, it's not about you no more. It's about what can we do together? What can we build? Who's here? Like when you have kids, they're looking to you to be the man, to be the woman, to be the caregiver, to be the nurturer, to be the lover, to be the priest, to be the protector, provider, And at the end of the day, it's not about me no more. It's all about the children. It's all about my wife. It's all about the family nucleus. That's what it's about. So again, if you guys like this content that I'm sharing with you, share and like this video, comment, subscribe to my page. And you guys know I'm the Money Maverick, Running Maverick, active dad. I'm active in my family. That's what an active dad is. An active man is someone that stays active, stays in it. There's no passiveness here. There's no like autopilot. It's just go every day. And you feel pains and aches. Yes, I'm getting older, but again, that's one of the reasons why I stay active, because they say if you don't use it, you lose it. And I've seen it many times that a lot of older people, if they don't stay mobile and they don't stay moving, they start losing the movement in their hands, their feet, their legs. They start getting like pains in their body that they didn't necessarily have anymore, but now that they're getting older and they're not staying active and they're not watching what they're eating. That's one of my goals for the year. I want to watch what I eat. I believe in every eating stuff and drinking things in moderation, but there's certain things that I might have to get rid of my diet now, take it out of my diet, and that's the New Year's resolution, right? So at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do for you and yours and what you feel like, but never judge somebody. If somebody's doing it and it's working for them, that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not here to judge anybody. You live your life the way you want to live it. I'm just here to help those that want help, and those that don't need the help or don't want the help, that's okay. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not going to push something on somebody that doesn't want it. But then also, they can't come back and complain afterwards and say, hey, why is this happening to me? It's happening to you because you're doing what maybe you shouldn't be doing, or it's happening to you because this is the way life is. And you got to deal with it. So, again, this is Mark Johnson, the running man of the Money Maverick, active dad. I say every day, keep it moving, keep it going. Don't give up, keep pushing forward. If you're going through a fight right now, don't worry, because you should be out of it soon. And if not, somebody else is going through the same thing you're going through. So don't think of yourself being special or lonely or you're no good. We're all going through something. Everybody has a journey. Everybody has a thing that they're going through, something that's affecting them. And definitely, if you can get the help that you need. But sometimes we have to do certain things on our own. One of the hardest things in life sometimes is It's lonely sometimes, especially when you're doing something that you are achieving your goals and dreams and stuff. A lot of times it can get lonely because nobody else is at that level that you're at, or nobody's with you all the time, right? So again, it's just you and God, or you and yourself, or you and your higher being, whatever you want to believe. But again, a lot of times in life, we're there by ourselves. But I believe that I'm a Christian. I believe that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. And I know that whatever I got going on, he knew it from the beginning, and he will take me through. So I can just depend on him and he will take me through. But definitely I got to do something. I got to work. I got to take action. Faith without works is dead. So I got to put some work with my faith. I know that he's there with me and I know that something's going to happen, but I also have to put the work in. It goes hand in hand, faith and works. So that's me. Again, if you guys like this content, share and like it, subscribe to my page. Again, my contact is there. If you want to contact me, DM me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on TikTok. I'm on social Snapchat. I'm on X. So again, check me out. Type in Money Maverick. You'll see a green and white symbol, and you can reach me there. You can type in Mark Johnson, and you can reach me there too. And just keep pushing. Believe in yourself. Don't give up. We all have ups and downs, like I said. But again, you can make it through whatever you're going through. And if you need to get help, you need to change your friends, you need to change your habits. I got a new accountability group that I'm setting up on Patreon. You can type in Money Maverick, Mark Johnson, and you could see the new Patreon page that we're setting up for accountability, and some other stuff that we're setting up very soon. You will see. And that's what I got going on. You always got to have something going on, especially, like I said, with a family of 6. There's always never a dull moment. There's always something going on. But again, believe in yourself, keep pushing, and stay active. All right. Take care.